One. What's good? Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Let's not bless down. I got a message. Ring, ring. Who's that on the telephone? I don't know, but I got a message for you, alright? And only you can understand it, so I want you to translate this message with me. I'm simply going to tell you what it is, but you really know what I'm saying, alright? And that message is going to be this. Are you ready? We've pulled this card about 50 times now, so maybe this is a message to me just as much as yourself. We got the Four of Swords, alright? The swords represent communication, okay? It's the element of air itself. 4 represents the square, so it's a nice stable card, alright? There's no issue with the 4. I'm quite fond of the 4, alright? If you want a solid, structurally sound message, this is the one, okay? Have you been quite sedentary as of recent? Could you do a little bit more? A little bit of housework, maybe? A little bit of socialising, maybe? If you've done all your housework. Have you been looking to build that shed and you've not got around to doing it? Have you been looking to make that purchase but you haven't done so? All you have to do is reach out. I mean, hey, for however many years, you don't even need to speak to a person no more. You just go on the internet and purchase it, right? That's a form of engagement. It's a form of reaching out. It's a transactional communication. You are like Count Dracula, Nosferatu, The Undertaker. You might want to get out of your slumber, get out of your borderline depressed state. Let's be real, when we're inside all day and we're isolated and we're exhausted and we're spending all day in bed, it's not good for our mental health, alright? Maybe we should get out of our coffin. Maybe we're out there in person, but metaphorically speaking, we still reside trapped, encased in this coffin we have built for ourselves, okay? Don't get me wrong, I know generally speaking, it's the effect of the world around us that establishes that coffin, but we can't change that. But what we can do is look inwards and rid ourselves of the restraint that has been put upon us. Okay? Maybe you're a little fearful. Take the lid off, get out, let's get moving. Even if it means going to the shop, and instead of going to the self-serve checkouts, you go and engage with the lovely lady or fella behind the counter, just for the sake of speaking to somebody rather than nobody today. Okay, does that make sense? You know that makes sense. I'm speaking to you right now. All right, I speak wholeheartedly, honestly, because me personally, I know what it's like, so I can speak with authority and audacity when it comes to this. If you are engaged with spiritual message and you are unlike the others because you are fascinated and intrigued by this particular essence and element and plane of our reality, then that means that you might not necessarily correlate and agree so much with the general public, and in doing so you can shut yourself out. All right, go out, find an excuse to engage, find an excuse to take action, and find the means of communicating and ridding yourself of the box you have entrapped yourself in. Okay, there's several degrees to this. You might engage with 1 or 2 people, but you might be still in a different situation, be locking yourself in with intention, possibly outside of your conscious mind, but now you're starting to think about it and it makes sense, right? To move on forward, I am going to ask you, all right? I'm not going to command you, not right yet. Please leave a comment down in the affirmation section, i.e. the comment section. It's for your sake, more so than anybody else's. You're going to leave an affirmation to oneself saying, I am free. Okay, you are now free of the burden that once was, your boundaries, your restrictions, at the very least, your peripheral. It's going to be expanded a little bit more, all right? We still will always have some degree of boundary in our life, psychologically, spiritually, materially, but I'm going to expand that for you for this moment, for today, and we're going to move on, and what's going to happen is you're going to accumulate the 4 of wands. Once again, it's number 4. Have you seen what we're getting onto here? Is that not bizarre? Stability is the message of today. You can't really make more of a stable image as this, because as you relieve oneself, you meet another person, another individual, another human being who may be going through the same experience as you, who definitely has experienced the same thing as you, and what you will do is elevate, maybe psychologically, your arms in the air with this person in celebration, in defiance of gravity, okay, because you are now joyful, you are now ecstatic, you are now happy, okay? And the ones represent ambition. Both represent the phallus, which represent the masculine principle, clearly, which represents action, represents the willpower, represents the principle of movement, all right? I don't mean to be crass, but what do we do with a phallus? We thrust, right? So we are the active principle, and what we should do is take action and allow the secondary party to be the receptive principle, and in doing so we create a great engagement. We celebrate when we break free of the coffee we were once in. Does this make sense? I know that makes sense. Click like and subscribe, because as you give to me, you get tenfold back. That's the way this game works, all right? Don't get it twisted when anybody says everything is meaningless, everything is pointless. You don't know where we go from here on in, but trust me, the message you have learned is the message you will take with you, all right? Peace.